Loro Piana. Do you think this could be worth it? I'm talking about something made of cashmere that I'm wearing right now because finally I got something from Loro Piana, and in this video we are going to see if it's worth it or not, because only after time we can talk about that, because it's not fair to say, oh, this is worth it, oh, this is great, just when you are trying for first time one thing. And even we need more time to talk about that, but in this video we are going to see overall if things made of cashmere from Loro Piana are worth it or not, because I think most of the luxury brands are a big scam, especially when you need to pay hundreds or even thousands just for one piece of clothing, because of the name of the brand, because of the big logo, you know, the prestige of the brand. But in this case Loro Piana doesn't have any visible names, only in the back here we have the name. I mean, nowadays they started having the logo and the name in few clothes. This is something that I think never happened before. I was following Loro Piana for a little while and it was always only inside in the label. By the way, they use labels like many other brands, like most of the brands are using polyester labels, which is funny because, you know, when you're going to pay 2,000 or, you know, 1,500, you know, whatever is the price of Loro Piana, everything is really expensive, and you're going to get like the best cashmere in the world, but the label that is going to be in contact with your skin all the time, as well as the cashmere, is a polyester synthetic label that is not nice, is not soft. I mean, you can cut it if you want, but they can use something made of silk or something a bit more luxurious, you know, like with better feeling, but not fucking polyester. You know, I'm against polyester. But let's see if Loro Piana is fantastic or a la poubelle, because guys like Gustave Guy or Imangachi are always talking about this brand, saying like, oh, it's great, or I'm always dressing head to toe from Loro Piana, everything is so great from Loro Piana. And I get the point that when you are rich, you want the best of the best and you don't mind to pay thousands for just a piece of clothing. There are a lot of customers, of course, from Loro Piana, but the people that we can see in the queue outside the store are not super mega wealthy millionaires. Sometimes, yes, they are. Well, they are not waiting on the queue. They are usually inside in their private room with all the sales assistant there. You know, they are going to have more private service. That's the problem that I think we have here. Like mid-class or high mid-class buying things that are way too expensive. So let's see if this is worth it or not. I knew I wanted something made of cashmere because they are experts making the best cashmere in the world. At least this is what they say, and I know that they are well known for their quality of the cashmere. I mean, also for the merino wool and vicuña as well. They are experts making fabrics, but I think the best of the best is the cashmere. So I started browsing their online store, looking for the best piece that I can get made of cashmere. And it's funny that you can see that you are in a luxury brand, because instead of using the word black in terms of the color, it's not the black color, it's the caviar color or royal blue, or even if they don't have any luxury reference for the color, they are going to write down Loro Piana after that the color. Don't think that you are buying in Zara or whatever that they're going to be like black and that's it. No, you're going to get the royal blue cashmere jumper or anything like that. But it's funny that they don't mention a lot of the quality of the cashmere, they don't mention the weight of the cashmere. You can't know if the cashmere is going to be lightweight or midweight or heavy or whatever. I need to know, especially when buying online. I mean, I think it's important, at least for me. I know that many customers don't mind about this kind of things, but it's not the same you're buying something that is quite heavy or something that is quite lightweight. And also they don't mention mention about the history of the brand, and this brand is really old. They started trading wool more than 200 years ago. After that, they started spinning wool, creating the fabrics, because at the beginning they only trade like with raw wool, selling that, and they started then spinning wool, creating the fabrics, then selling the fabrics, and just recently, like 30 years ago, something like that, they started making clothes, because before that they were experts especially for suits, like making great fabrics for suits, like wool and cashmere with wool, a blend of cashmere and wool and silk. And even nowadays you can still find the cloth from Loro Piana to make your made-to-measure suit or bespoke suit. But I think for the same price, I mean the fabrics from Loro Piana are good. You know that I'm a suit specialist. I was working also for different brands as a suit specialist. Now I have my own brand. So anyway, for the same price you can get also Scabal fabrics, like for example the ones that I have here, and I have a lot of more Scabal fabrics than from Loro Piana. I still have some fabrics from Loro Piana. I mean, the fabrics are kinda okay, but I think for the same price is better this one. We can talk about this in another video if you want. I need to mention this because we need to understand what happened with Loro Piana. They moved from offering fabrics like Scabal does to having stores with ready-to-wear collections that are way much more expensive than getting your suit done. Actually, it's much more expensive. It's like double the price of getting a suit with me or any other brand made of Loro Piana, of getting a suit, a ready-to-wear suit that is not made to measure, because I'm offering a made-to-measure suit with an Scabal or Loro Piana cloth, and the one that you're going to get on the Loro Piana store could be a bit more expensive than double, just for kinda the same suit. But that one is going to be made in Italy, it's going to be sold in the store of Loro Piana, right? And this happened because Loro Piana is not a family business anymore. They sold their company to Bernard Arnault, you know, the French and the richest guy in the world, the owner of LVMH group, the super luxury group. They have most of the luxury brands are part of that group, not all of them, but most of them, especially the ones that are making millions and great are in sales, on profit as well, because this guy likes to get a lot of money. And I think, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, it's great that you want to expand your business and make money, but when this guy appears in your business, I think that you lost your soul as a business. And then is when you start just increasing the prices, increasing the ready-to-wear collection, increasing, you know, all the profit just to sell small accessories, things that you need to sell to increase your prestige of the brand. And that's why I didn't want to spend a lot of money on Loro Piana. I wanted to try first with something a bit cheaper. I mean, it's nothing cheap in Loro Piana, but the cheapest thing from Loro Piana made of cashmere were the socks. So I got the 90% cashmere socks and 3% spandex elastin. You know, they need a bit of spandex to be a bit more stretchable, because for socks you need actually that. So I got them online, and after fighting with the fucking DHL because they say that I wasn't at home, and then they sent me a text saying that the address was wrong, so I went to the pickup point to get my parcel from Loro Piana. I opened that, and as you can see, there's nothing really special. It's just a box. Inside we have another box with, you know, like with the lace and everything, like a bit fancy, because at least this is luxury, but there is nothing really like stands out to be like, oh, this is like a premium service. No, this is like just a box with inside another box with a small cedar wood that is great to protect your cashmere. I mean, this is a nice touch, but there's nothing else, there's nothing more. Maybe you're going to ask me, what you want more for? They just deliver your socks, this is the thing that you wanted. I'm going to show you how is the difference between this company and another family business company that they are specialized on socks, only selling socks, and you're going to see how the experience could be really different. But let me finish with Loro Piana. The socks. First, I noticed that I made the wrong decision with the size, so I just wrote an email asking if I can go to the Madrid store, because currently right now I'm in Madrid, and I asked if I can go to the Madrid store to change the size, and they say that no. This is an online service and you can only change your socks online. And I thought that this is not appropriate for a luxury brand, that I cannot go to the store that we have here in Madrid. So I decided just to go to the store, and I mentioned this to the sales assistant, like, I got this socks and I need a bigger size, but I got them online. But he said that there is no problem with that at all. I don't know why the customer service online is so bad, saying that you can only go to the online store and return online store. So in the store they got me the right size. They even show me different sizes to compare, to see the differences. So they were great and telling me, I mean, this was like a normal or regular service, and the Madrid store actually wasn't busy at all. It was 6 sales assistants doing nothing. I mean, doing, like, you know, their regular job, but without anybody buying. You know, like in London it's always busy. You can even go in the morning, as I did. You know, even I made a video about Loro Piana, like you can watch it here, when I went to the store in London just to try the cashmere, and how it was my experience there, that it was way different from here in Madrid. Actually here in Madrid, when they are not busy, that is like a proper service. I mean, it's a normal service. They are going to ask you, they are going to help you, and there is no rush for anything. Because in London it was like, okay, next one, because there is a queue outside that they want to spend their money here, and that it feels like Zara. But here it was a bit more slow, more relaxed, which is good. But this is like a normal service. I mean, I want this, you are going to bring me the different sizes, and that's it. So bye bye, thank you. I mean, even I needed to ask for a bag, because after that they only gave me the socks and put it inside the box, and I said, oh, can I have a bag to carry the socks? And then they gave me the bag. But I mean, the important thing is now, after the first day wearing the socks with my Carmina shoes, by the way, just for 6 hours, what I saw is a bit of flat balls, limbals, peeling, whatever you want to call them, just before washing the socks. I know that with cashmere this could happen, but especially when they use small fibers of cashmere, and especially after a lot of use, but not after the first time. And now they are even worse. Now you can see how they are losing even parts, they are falling apart, parts of the fabric. This is like falling apart euros, like, you know, like this is euros, 140 euros, which would be like, I don't know, like 120 pounds. Here you can see the parts of the fabric, the flat balls, limbals that are falling here. There are pieces of fabric here, which is, I think, terrible quality. This is terrible, and they are not even soft. I mean, they are soft, but I have another pair of cashmere socks from Massarin, which is an Italian brand. They are made in Italy as well, like this one. They are a bit more lightweight. I know this is quite heavy, which is good. At least there's one thing that is good, but the feeling of the other ones is softer. And the other ones, I got them on the French brand that is going to appear here. It's in a store that they are specialized. They only have socks, actually. They only have socks. They offer Massarin and different Gammarelli, which is the brand that makes the socks for the pop. And I got a lot of socks from that store. And over time, especially the super solid ones, are really great. If you are looking for great socks, and they can deliver worldwide, and even you can If you are outside of Europe, you can ask for the free tax, you know, these kind of things that are great, especially if you're in the US or in the UK. And when you're going to receive the socks from there, you're going to get a nice cloth bag, which is much more useful than a box, a cardboard box that is coming with this that I don't need for anything, maybe only to keep things inside, but it's not going to be really useful. Instead, using that bag, that red bag, when you're traveling, is great to keep your socks inside, or even, you know, like dirty socks in one and clean socks in the other one, you know, this kind of things that could be useful and is going to be with you for a longer time. And also it's coming with a handwritten letter with your name, like thank you for buying whatever thing. This is a nice touch. This is kind of luxury, and the price is much more cheaper than here by Loro Piana. And as I mentioned, this is not luxury. At least this is not luxury for me. This is just one guy or one corporation, one big company that they only want to get a lot of profit, and that's it. And they are not even specialized in socks. And I wouldn't say that even they are not specialized in cashmere. Actually, the cashmere that I'm wearing right now from Massimo Dutti, I know it's not the same quality, but I would say the feeling is kind of similar. It's not the same, but for the price that you can get this one, or even buy a bit more expensive one from Luca Faloni, that would be much more better than getting something from Loro Piana. We need to focus on brands that are specialized, only one or two things, and they are in the middle. Family business, specialized, not going to Zara. I don't mean that we need to go to Zara or Uniqlo, just focus on the middle, and that's it. Let me know in the comments below if you think this could be worth it, or if you have experience with other clothes from Loro Piana. But from my experience, I wouldn't say it's worth it. So, à la poubelle. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.